just as hardware, no, that's a very expensive thing to do. But anyway, we'll deal with that later on. Our main job, to my mind, to any leader, any entrepreneur, our main job is to think better. Very simple, but not easy. Our main job is to think better. How many of you believe that you are thinking? You all think, come on, raise your hand. We all think. Carlos, sir? We all think, right? But most of the time our thinking is passive thinking. Passive thinking means it happens automatically. It happens automatically. What I'm asking you to do is think actively. Guide your thinking. Otherwise you just, you're being carried away by your thinking. We need to learn how to guide our thinking. Now I'm sure you all know we have two brains, left brain, right brain. The left brain is analytical brain, right brain is thinking brain, creative brain, imaginative brain. We all know it, right? But even if you did not know about it, we all know that most of the time we are using our logic, rational mind. Yes or no? Right? Hardly, very rarely we use our right brain. We use our right brain only in emergencies. Only in emergencies we use our creative side of brain. Otherwise we are very well taken care by the left side of our brain. So my humble first submission to all of you, to the entrepreneurs, would be, let us do something to think from the right brain. And don't stop thinking from the left brain, that you cannot. But start thinking from your right brain. Let me just tell you one tip. How can we start thinking from the right brain? The simple and easy way to start utilizing your right brain is ask yourself difficult questions. Ask yourself difficult questions, critical questions, self-evaluating questions, and don't settle with first 2-3 answers. And let me caution you. Thinking better is hard work. It is hard work. Very few people are capable of doing it. And now let me tell you a very surprising thing. Ordinary people are ready to do anything to avoid thinking better. Do you agree? I'll say that again. Ordinary people are ready to do anything to avoid thinking better. आप इनको बोलो कि आप ना चटनी चेंज कर लो समोसे के साथ, your destiny will improve. They are ready to do that, so that they don't need to think. कुछ करवा लो इनसे, सोचने से बचाने के लिए. Because thinking is hard work, my friends, and thinking better, especially with a lot of hard work. Do you agree, entrepreneurs? Thinking better is hard work? And as Mr. Manjal rightly said, creating your own playground, man, requires a lot of thinking. So one would not want to do that. The father has worked so hard. For whom? For me? Entitlement syndrome? The day I started going to school, I knew I will inherit this business. He is just what? Custodian of my business. So now why shy away from the responsibility? Rather I am doing a favor, relieving him from the responsibility. Is it not? Oh, that's good. There is nothing wrong with it, I would say. But there are certain other things that you need to do to ensure that you carry it forward. Now let me ask you a second question. What is the main purpose of doing business? You have put it in a very crude way. Yeah, that's a sophisticated word. The main job of business is expansion. Please understand, if your business is not expanding, then you are rotting. The natural law of the world says, either you are growing or you are dying. So if you're not growing, you're automatically done. Main objective of a business is to grow. If you're not growing and you think you're stagnating, no, you're not stagnating, you're dying. So you either grow or you die. The main job of doing business is to expand, not to sustain, not to maintain. Our main job is to grow, expand. Now that mindset, that thinking an entrepreneur needs to have. And let me tell you friends, all of you who are second or third generation entrepreneurs, all founders who found businesses, they have this growth mindset. They want to come out of this, bondage, the slavery of, a lot of things. And they have a lot of passion when they start their own business. Would you agree? You must have seen the founders of your business sacrificing a lot of things, even sacrificing their own health, sacrificing their time for family. They didn't find time to socialize. They could not come to your parent-teacher meetings most of the times, yes or no? They wanted to, but they could not, because that's what you got to do when you're founding a business. Right? But now the challenge is, they had these values, business first, and they had this firm belief that I am doing all this to take care of my family in a better way, yes or no? And the family also supported them, that it's okay, you come late, but that's okay, you're doing your own business, right? But now, their perspective and now the second generation perspective, they might differ. How many of you have studied management? Maslow theory, you know? Huh? They started doing business for the basic level of needs. Food, sleep, shelter, physiological needs. You enter the business at the fourth level. Self-esteem needs. So there's a difference in perspective of a founder's perspective and the second generation and third generation perspective. Because you all have studied management from good reputed management institutes, I'm sure you already know, more than 80 to 85% of the world's businesses are family-owned businesses. And you must also know that only 15% family-owned businesses last till third generation. And only 3% till fourth generation. Now something happens in between. More than 70% employment is generated by family-owned businesses. Alright, so you know all the names of all big companies are family-owned businesses. Most of them are family-owned businesses. Right? Do you consider running a business as a responsibility? Do you think that's a responsibility? What is your responsibility when you're running a business? And why is it a responsibility? Tell me something about your business so that in case I have any customized idea in my mind, I can tell you. Will that be okay? एक एक करके थोड़ा बताओगे अपने बारे में, अपने बिजनेस के बारे में, और कोई अगर दिमाग में कोई विचार हो. Okay, so start. Anybody? I'll take notes. जब तक गाड़ियां लगती हैं, let's do it. Yeah, please. Anyone? Yes. तो माइक है क्या? Yes. And this is when you ask question, do you know you help everybody else in the room? Yeah. Right. So please help each other. There is some. You can tell me about your business, and in case you have any expectation or question, so feel free. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Kirat, and my company's name is GS Auto. We are into automobile suspension components, and this is fourth generation.
Very good.
And I've been working for 3 years now, mainly on shop floor.
You are working in the shop floor?
Shop floor, yeah.
Very good.
Day-to-day activities and all those stuff.
Excellent.
And I would share that I also did my NLP course from New Delhi, Satin City. Maybe you heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year in October. So NLP course helped me a lot in thinking different possibilities and ways. So as Mr. Munjal said, to become a skill, it had to become a skill. You have to practice again and again and again. So I'm using NLP a lot in both my professional and personal life. So it is helping me a lot.
Okay, so I better be careful because you know what techniques I will be using.
Thank you.
By the way, we are also doing a program in NLP certification now, next month. I think we have given you this information.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning. I'm Chintan Bansal and I'm into family business and I'm the second generation. We are into textiles, manufacturing of yarns, and the business was started by my father and my uncle. So I joined the business in 2007 and it's been like 4.5 years, 5 years. So the things you were saying, it basically you feel the same. When you join the business, then I joined as a post of director because I was inherited. I really worked hard to create the position in the plant because nobody gives you the respect when you join as a senior position because they think, "Bacha hai yaar." So how he has the power to give the decisions and take important decisions of the business and how to you can say the making of policies of the organization.
True.
Yeah. So it takes time. It takes a span of time to create your own position in your own business also. Because there are people who are working in your organization since last say 15-20 years and they're not acquainted to the fact that they have to report to a young guy. Suddenly out of blues and things get really messy over a period of time and it's the important difficulty is you feel something and when you discuss with your parents they sometimes disagree to that. So how you come out of this situation is very peculiar. And what I wanted to discuss is how to take it forward. Because now, after 5 years, I've created a position in my own, obviously, because I've been working for 5 years and things have improved. But how to take it forward? So, yes.
Wonderful. Very practical observation. But I'm glad, you know. Yes.
Yeah. My name is Sambhav Oswal. I'm fourth generation, working for the last 5 years. Now we're into the business of making cotton yarns. So my business started by my great grandfather, and now my father has done his MBA. So he is a professional manager. He's been managing the companies in the last 35 years now. He told me when I was a young kid that you don't have to join the business if you want to. You only join the business if you really want to. You don't have to. If you really want to, then you join the business, and then you will be starting from the ground floor, from shop floor, and then if you are capable, then you'll get the post of director.
Yeah.
So I've been working the last about 7-8 years now. I started going to the office very early after 12th. So I've been on the training. After my graduation, I worked for 3 years, and then I found that instead to be in the management level, I have to on my skills, I have to do a management program because BCom was not sufficient. So I went to MBA. I went to do my MBA, and since then I've seen that it's good to be in a professional setup. It's good to have people who work for you and they guide you. It's important. But at the same time, I sometimes feel it's important for as an entrepreneur, you need to make certain decisions which are against the professional setup in order to be more assertive. This is something which I want to discuss with you. That is it important that you need to think out of the box, which is not in the mainstream of your business organization? Is it important to think out of the box and be different, or it's okay to lead a professional setup in the organization wherein you have a team of management kind of thinking going on for you for the last 25-30 years, or you need to change that?
Okay. Should I answer it right now, or should I just first of all know and then later on I can answer it? Huh? later on.
In this,
Okay.
because
Yes, let's see.
most of the days it will be common only.
Let's see, yes. Next, please.
Good morning, my name is Mandeep Pahwa.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we are into the manufacturing of bicycles by the name of A1 Cycles Limited. And the business was started by my grandfather and in the year 1952. So this is the 60th year. We are into the 60th year of business. And I joined business in 2001. And it's almost now 12 years since I joined the business. Thank you.
So, how is the business doing?
Business, we are growing.
How is it doing now?
It's doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Very good. Because a lot of cycle manufacturers have started manufacturing it in India. They're just assembling it in India. So must be getting a lot of competition then?
Yeah, there is a competition.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Morning. Myself, KP Singh.
Anji sir.
I am the first generation entrepreneur.
Right.
Or I come to your program. So, I am into welding and industrial safety equipment manufacturing.
Huh.
So, I started with a scratch, and today, by the grace of God, the third part, Mr. Munjal told, that worked very well. So, basically, I am not an engineering cadre. I learned my own
Bach
way.
gaya sir tusi, हाँ.
Being a Ludhiana man, I did it. And I am quite satisfied, growing well. That's my
What about your kids, sir?
I have a son, 15 years old.
ठीक है.
But,
तुसी आज प्रोग्राम ध्यान ना सुनना.
हाँ,
ठीक ही है.
एक कोई
फिर से ज्यादा दिक्कत नहीं होनी, पर फिर भी हाँ.
नहीं, but I still
वो आ ही जाएगा धक्का मार के.
नहीं, but I am training him on the lines of Mr. Munjal that
Right.
you are not going to join me. That is my firm belief also, because I have learned the way. I think he should also learn the same way.
Okay.
So that is my thinking. But after your program, let's see what happens.
देखिए, my experience, how am I competent to talk on this subject? Let me clarify. For more than a decade now, I'm into corporate training, and as you know, 80 to 85% of these businesses are family-owned businesses. So I'm interacting with them for more than a decade now at very senior level. So I know what kind of, sometimes stupidity is very successful company make. And that use the whole hard work that the past generations have done. And I have also seen this successful transition of second generation, third generation, taking over the business and then taking it to further heights. I have seen it while delivering a lot of seminars in such companies. So I think I can give you a better perspective and will help you. So that's my assurance to all of you. So the investment that you're making today here, in terms of your time, is a worthwhile investment. So be rest assured. Yes.